I realized this entire time on YouTube, my mic was muted. That's why I could not. But it's all good. So you've been watching me just watching my mouth moving and couldn't hear anything on this YouTube video. So I'll have to tell people where to speed it up to. Michelle George, come on in. So kicked it off talking about the pandemic and how in 2020 I was full time in real estate. I was also driving Uber, Lyft here and there to make ends meet. And I was in the life insurance industry as a financial services professional, life insurance broker, was not putting my all into my financial services business, right? Was more focused on real estate and wasn't driving Uber too much, just driving it here and there. But when the pandemic happened and the world shut down, my uncle said that my grandmother was going to come and stay with me. At that time, my grandmother, so she passed in 2024, she was 90. So at this time, she was about 86 years old. So I knew driving Uber would put her in harm's way. So in. I locked into the financial services industry and actually became an agency owner. So I represent a small percentage of Black women who actually own their own insurance agencies, right? With that being said, people were thinking about death, but people were also looking for ways to make money because they figured out they weren't essential, right? Realtors were essential, life insurance professionals, we were essential workers. We could get up, we could go out. We weren't meeting in the office, but we could still travel and be out and about. Took full advantage of that opportunity. Over 100 individuals partnered with me during that time between March of 2020 and December of 2020. Many of those individuals that partnered got licensed and just put themselves in a position to make additional money, right? Because we're talking about how to recession proof your income. Feel to message me, drop in the comments, or DM me if you want to book a call to get on my calendar to schedule a one-on-one conversation, whether you're looking to make money, save money, or protect money. Let me know I'm here for you. And remember to double tap that screen, get some hearts flowing for me. Now, for those of you who are here on YouTube, just be sure to press the like button, comment, ask a question, let me know. Now, getting back into it, when we're making this money, hello, Robert, hello, Ernest, come on in. Double tap the screen. It costs you nothing to double tap and get some hearts flowing for me. Double tap the screen and get some hearts flowing. When we make money, right, first place that our money goes is the bank. So there are five homes of money. This is one of the things that we educate people on. When money savvy people think about where they are going to put their money, they put it under a test. But before I get there, so usually individuals we get paid. The first place we put our money is in the bank. After that, some individuals decide to invest in some way. They're either investing directly on their own into the stock market, or they are working for a company that offers a 401k. That just means you work for a for-profit company and they have a 401k retirement option that you can participate in. 403B, you work for a nonprofit organization. So all that means, and that's the retirement option. 457 plan, you work for a municipality. Ralph Scott, thank you for joining the live and double tapping and showing some love and getting a heart going. 457, you work for a municipality. TSP, you work for the government. Deferred comp, Those are all retirement plans, different names. Many of them work and act in the same way or have some of the same features. We'll get into that a little later. So individuals, when we get paid, our money, most people, our money goes in the bank first. Then we're either investing in the stock market directly or through our job, through a qualified plan, like I mentioned, or we're doing a mix of both. Then some individuals decide to invest in real estate as a landlord or real estate as a family homeowner. Will be focused on the single family homeowner aspect of real estate on this today, right? And then finally, that last home is life insurance. So when we're thinking about the five homes of money, we have banks, stock market, qualified plans, real estate, and life insurance. And within the life insurance arena, permanent life insurance and IULs are king of life insurance, right? For those who qualify. But when we're thinking about these five homes, people who are money savvy put their homes under a test, right? I have a Zug Andrews book, The Laser Test, or The Laser Fun, I believe is the name of the book. Laser Test is what the money goes through, but they look to see whether it's liquid, whether it is safe, right? So is it liquid? Can I access my money when I want to? Is my money safe? If I put my money here in this home, is the money still going to be there when I want to take it out? Varian, back to books. Thank you for coming on in. Double tap the live. And those of you who are on YouTube, be sure to press the like button and leave a comment, right? Tax deductible. Are there tax deductions that I can take when my money is in this home? Tax advantages with my money being in this home. Miss G, come on in. How's it going? Thank you for joining the live. Double tap, get some hearts going. Growth, can my money grow, right? So first thing we're going to look at is the bank. When we think about the bank, we put our money in there because our money is liquid. Banking, you have a checking account, you have savings accounts, you have money markets and CDs. When we're talking about CDs, it's a little less liquid because the money has to sit there, right, for an amount of time. But if we're just thinking about your regular average checking account, savings account, that money is liquid. I can use my debit card, I can sell, I can transfer money, I can tap to pay with my phone. That money is liquid, it's easily accessible to me, right? And with now thinking about the stock market, when it comes to liquidity, my money is liquid there too, right? Meaning, if individually I have purchased stocks, I have my own brokerage account, and I purchased stocks. Nada, come on in, double tap, get the hearts going. Individually, I have purchased stocks, and I should probably show my board for y'all. Individually, I have purchased stocks and I need some money. I can always, right? I can sell some of my stocks. I'm gonna move myself. I'm gonna reposition. I'm gonna stand up. I can sell my stocks and we can see what y'all can see. I can sell my stocks. Gotta make sure I make this work all the way. I can sell my stock and I can, okay, that's perfect. You all, I can sell my stocks and on it when it is. I just have to wait to the end of the trading day for that money to then be able to be transferred to my account. So what are we talking about? We want to make sure y'all see this. We're talking about five homes of money. Y'all can see that. I'm gonna be able to see it just a little bit. Might have to zoom your screen in for those of you who are on my YouTube. You can see my screen. Come on in. With these 5 homes of money, is the money in this home liquid? I'm trying right. Small. Is it safe? Is it tax deductible? Is it tax advantaged? And is there potential for growth? Awesome. All of that is on the screen, and my people on YouTube and on my Zoom, you can see me too, right? So with that being said, let me draw some lines here. Get some lines going. Write the homes down. So first we have the bank. You might have to zoom in to see this. We have the stock market. We have qualified plans. We have real estate. And we have life insurance, right? So far we talked about we put our money in the bank because yes, that money is liquid. Let's see how that goes. Is that better? All right. So you have your money in the talking about no my you can see my face. All right. I don't know how to make myself smaller. I may have to sit down. Y'all can see me, so we're good there. Then I may come sit over here, but I can't sit down. Anyway, focus, just focus, right? So when it comes to the bank and the stock market, our money is liquid. I can get my money when I want to get my money. Now, when we're talking about a qualified plan, that money is not liquid. My 401k, my 403b, 457, 520, even 529 plans, college 529 plans. Actually, no, oh, well, they are scratched. We don't scratch that. Okay. So 401k, 403b, 457, TSP plans, deferred comp, that money is not liquid, right? In that qualified plan. That money is not liquid. Yes, it's my money, but I can't get it when I want to, right? I cannot get it when I want to. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna go too much in detail, but you just can't get money from your qualified plan whenever you want it, right? Feel free to drop any questions, drop any comments that you may have, and push that out just a little bit so you all can see. Then when it comes to real estate, that is also not liquid. When we're talking about real estate, I'm talking about your single family homes, okay? Just because I might have equity in my home, I can't access that equity when I want, right? That's why it's not liquid. And then with life insurance, when we're talking about permanent life insurance policies, which include IULs, IUL is a type of permanent life insurance policy. When we're talking about permanent life insurance policies like IULs that are king, whole life policies, universal life policies, specifically for me, that's what I educate people on. When you have those permanent policies, that is liquid, right? If there is money in your cash value, you have the ability to access that money. It's my money, I want it now, or I am the owner of this policy. Show me the money, right? Makes sense, makes total sense. Awesome and amazing. Hey, best bestie writer or best writer? How you doing? Double tap. Thank you for commenting. Double tap the screen. Get some hearts going for me. Now, safety. Is my money safe, right? When I put my money in this home, when I put my money in this home, is it safe? Is there a guarantee? Thank you so much for showing some love and getting some hearts flowing. Is there a guarantee that when I put my money in the bank, my money is going to be there? In short, the answer is yes. right? When it comes to the bank, our money is FDIC insured. Thank you so much for showing love and double tapping the screen. It costs you nothing to double tap. Thank you for showing them how it's done. Bad writer, appreciate that. I appreciate always show love. Somebody came in and tapped just one little time. Like you could double tap that screen so you can't tap no more if you're here, right? Your money is safe. Your principal is safe. Money in the bank is FDIC insured up to 250,000. Then when you start getting into some real money talk, there's some different things going on. But for the average, ordinary, everyday American, money is safe, right? Now, is your money safe in the stock market? We gotta put a minus sign in. Why we gotta put a minus sign in? If I start my brokerage account, let's say with $1,000. I can't guarantee that my $1,000 is going to be there. So I cannot say that that money is safe. That $1,000 may not always be there. I'm gonna leave that there for now. Qualified plans are the same way because qualified plans, your money is invested in the stock market. Someone else is just doing it for you. You went to work, you decided to participate in the 401k, 403b plan. They may utilize Vanguard, Fidelity, Empower, these different companies that are, they may have mutual funds that you can choose from, but they have options. Do you have high risk tolerance, medium risk tolerance, low risk tolerance, right? Are you trying to be aggressive? Are you trying to take it slow? Are you trying to play it safe? Are you trying to be right in the middle? Like, how much of a risk are you willing to take on losing your money? Basically, is what they're asking, right? Being real estate, is it safe? I can't even put a plus sign there, right? Because a lot of people ended up underwater and are still underwater. There are people that are in foreclosure right now. During the pandemic, people offered more for homes, and now they're realizing that they pay more than the home is worth, so they're underwater. So they are negative when it comes to equity. But when it comes to life insurance, that money that grows in that cash value, right? That money that grows in that cash value is safe. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about losing your money, right? And I went on ahead and wrote down whole life, universal life, and index universal life for the individuals who are watching this on TikTok, right? Now, is it tax deductible? Let's talk about it. Money that grows in the bank, can't deduct that on your taxes, right? No. Is it tax advantage? Nope. Money grows in the bank, it's not tax advantage either. Actually, if you are credited more than $10 of interest, you're going to receive a 1099 NT form at the end of the year, and you are going to have to include that on your income, and then that money is taxed. So no tax deductions, no tax advantages to having your money in the bank. What about with the stock market? No tax deductions, no tax advantages for you investing your money in the stock market. What about qualified plans? You have tax deductions and you have tax advantages, right? With your qualified plans, you are saying, don't tax me now, tax me later. But one of the things we usually ask people is if I had a handful of lemon seeds, and I can ask you, do you want me to tax you on the seeds or do you want me to tax you once you plant these seeds and they're harvest? Most people are going to say, I'm sorry, this whole time I have not been sharing my screen. Most people are going to say, or no, that's just me, but my screen is sharing. Okay. Most people are going to say tax me on the seeds. But when we're signing up for these qualified plans, we're actually saying tax me on the harvest. Now let me be clear. Your company offers a match, take the free money, participate in the qualified plans. Some people contribute more into the qualified plan than the company match. I've helped a lot of individuals, or we've helped a lot of individuals redirect, reallocate that money to different plans that have more advantages for them when it makes sense for them, right? And I am not giving any piece of financial advice today. So then when it comes to real estate or single family homes, not tax deductible, they are tax advantaged. And then, of course, life insurance, your premiums are not tax deductible, but there are tax advantages, right? There are tax advantages when it comes to your cash value life insurance, as long as you stay within the confines of the contract or the confines, as long as you don't violate the contract, right? The plan should be tax advantage, but there are nuances out there, right? So just check to make sure. Now with growth, is my money growing in these vehicles, right? When it comes to the bank, we really get little to no growth, right? So there are three ways money grows. There are three ways money grows, right? Now that we're on the growth. There are three ways that money grows. The first way is going to be fixed. If I were to draw a line, you're going to see a little growth, but that line barely moves, barely makes a jump. There's nothing really happening. Most banks give less than 1%. I know there's some out there that give 2, 3, 4%. I have some online bank accounts that give more, but most banks are giving less than 1% of interest, right? So not seeing a ton of growth, is growing fixed, barely making a dent, right? So then stock market, is there potential for growth? Absolutely. So what people do, we have our money in the bank and we realize it's really not growing, it's only fixed. When we go and look at the stock market and those qualified plans, now that growth, right? Proper term for it is variable. So it's gonna look like a EKG, or we could say it's gonna look like a roller coaster, right? It's gonna show up, gonna show up, down, up, down, up, down. My money is going up and down. When the stock market is positive, my money goes up. When the stock market is negative, depending on what I'm invested in, I could see losses, right? I could see losses when it comes to my money. But so there's a potential for growth, but I also have to realize that there is the potential for losses. Most people here, if you're young, wait it out. I'm all for stock market investing. I've had McDonald's stock since 1993. I'm not recommending anybody to buy that stock. I'm just saying. But there are other stocks that are out there. I'm all for investing in the stock market. I believe in a well diversified portfolio, and I understand that there is no one size fits all. Brooklyn, thank you for coming on in. Double tap the screen, get some hearts going, right? So there's no potential for growth with the bank. Stock market, yes. Qualified plans, yes. Real estate, yes, there is the potential for growth. Biggest thing with real estate is equity, right? But then leveraging that equity and putting that equity to work. That's where people mess up. Don't forget to leverage the equity and put the equity to work. A lot of people leave that part out. And then with life insurance, the potential for growth is there as well. So you're not worried about losing money, and there is the potential for growth with your money and life insurance. When we score these things up in the bank, our money is working 2 out of 5 ways. which is a 40%. In the stock market, 2 out of 5, which is 40%. Qualified plans, 3 out of 5 ways, which is 60%. Real estate, 2 out of 5 ways, which is 40%. And then life insurance, 4 out of 5 ways, which gives us the 80% and the highest score, right? Now, you may be thinking, well, Jamesia, that all sounds good. Of course, you're going to make real estate sound good because you are an agency owner, you're a licensed life insurance. Did I say real estate? Life insurance broker, you're going to make life insurance sound good. The catch is you have to qualify for life insurance. Just because you want it doesn't mean you can have it, right? We qualify for life insurance with our age and our health. I have had children denied for life insurance. I have had uh, teens denied for life insurance. I've had people in their 20s denied. I've had people in their 60s, 70s denied. I've had people get instant approvals. I've helped individuals get coverage from age 2 weeks old to age 89 years old. It depends. But life insurance is not something that I wanted and I can have it. No. Yes, it's working 4 out of 5 ways. It's liquid, it's safe, there are tax advantages, and there is growth potential with your life insurance policies, but one has to qualify for it. We qualify with our age and health, right? So that is the 5 homes of money. I am Jamesia Jonay. I help individuals, entrepreneurs, and investors use other people's money to create passive income and protect their assets. I also build leaders in the money business looking to make an impact and make more money. If any of that resonates with you, my link is in my bio. Book a call with me today. Get on my calendar today. I would love to talk to you individually about what you have going on and just make sure your plan works for you. I have clients that have money in the bank. They have money in the stock market. They have qualified plans. They own real estate and they have permanent life insurance, right? There is not a one size fits all model over here in my world. It is a let's create a plan that is tailored to you, that is going to work with you and help you to maximize the money that you have, maximize your income, and also maximize your retirement, right? And we realize that most people really need to make more money. So there is absolutely an opportunity to partner in this industry like I did. I partnered in this industry in 2019. I have learned this since partnering in the industry and I am continuing to learn. I'm not looking for anybody to be me in this business, but I am looking to help people develop and grow in this industry that are looking for ways to make additional money and want to be able to make an impact. So just go ahead, get on my calendar, book a call. We can have a conversation and explore your options for you. I am Jamesia Jonay. Thank you for tuning into this live, or if you are on YouTube watching the replay, I'm sorry, the first few minutes were muted. I will be sure. So hopefully I can go in and edit the video. For those of you who are here on TikTok, I will break this up in some clips later on today. Everybody have an awesome and amazing day, and I'm glad I knocked that out in like 30 minutes or less. I will be going live on Wednesday at noon to talk about how to recession proof your retirement, right? So, life insurance professionals, financial services professionals, we were essential during the pandemic. We have stood the test, this industry has stood the test of time for the last 2,000 years. So it has proven to be not only pandemic proof, but also recession proof. I am Jamesia Joe Knight. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the likes, the love, the comments, and all of that good stuff. Have an amazing